Welcome to the Phoenix Empath Intuitive. We sometimes give our light and energy to people who never really see our worth, and sometimes we have to discover how to take our power and energy back by using affirmations, visual inspiration, oracles, and meditation. I am here to give you motivation on how the past is always our teacher and we can learn from each other. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to be notified when I post a new video. Thank you guys, and I truly love you. Hey guys. Okay, so this is what we're going to do. We're going to pull from the vice versa. I might pull from the before and after tarot. Not sure. And I might pull regular tarot. Read my cup. Be the girl who decided to go for it. Or guy. It's my morning coffee. That's what we are. So the vice versa tarot is basically telling you what's behind you. In regards to regular tarot, you know, so I'll just explain it to you. And these cards are hard, but they have a meaning. So this is the burdens card, and this is what you would normally see. Like this is the behind you. This is somebody watching you. This is what people will see from the front, but this is somebody watching you on a day-to-day struggle. Does that make sense? So that's the vice versa. It has the same meanings, but you just get to see a different perspective of somebody that's looking at you, that's watching you go through this. It doesn't mean that it's a negative thing. It means that this is how people perceive you or how people see you and what's really behind you. The stories that people don't really get to see in regards to tarot in so many words. So that's where we are. I'm going to pull from the sacred signs and symbols because I haven't really been using this, and I love it. These is by Serendipity Tarot. So I'm going to pull messages from here to see what we got going on, and then I'll pull from the vice versa. Nike, sneakers, runner, chaser, avoidant, and dodge. So that's the type of energy that you're dealing with. It's somebody that's a runner, chaser, somebody that avoids serious issues and that dodges you. Also, avocado, somebody that can smooth over, butter up, and be consistent with their stories or their energy, you know? So whatever that is, you take what resonates and go from there. The next one is lamppost. Yeah. Sorry if you've seen my nappy ponytail. I got my hair pulled back in a ponytail. Lamppost is abandoned and neglected. So this same energy is the type of energy that abandons and neglects you. So listen, I'm going to say this. Stay towards the end of the video. If not, if you click off, come and watch it at the end. I'm going to read my book, The Chapter of Love, the one that I keep trying to tell you guys. Some people get it. Some people listen and some people go get the book, and people really love and enjoy this book. It's not my book. I do not get paid off of it, but it's inspirational when it comes to looking at things in a different view. So towards the end of this read, probably within the 5 minutes of the end of this read, click back in and I will read the chapter of love. Everybody needs to hear it. And I think that is what I'm going to do on every read. Don't get me, I forget everything. So just to let you know. So far you've been dealing with somebody that has been the runner or the chaser, or that you had to be the runner or chaser that was very avoiding and they dodged situations. Avocado, smoothing over, buttering up, and consistency. Can you guys see this? Let me go ahead. Be the girl who decided to go for it. Also, lamppost, abandoned and neglected. Bottom of the deck, Superman. Somebody who feels like somebody who is sneaky, who feels like they're a superhero, invincible, and invulnerable. So that is the type of person that you have been dealing with, But look, maple leaf, seasons change, time lapse and cycles. I think you're on a different cycle when it comes to this energy. You're not willing to deal with it anymore. You're curious about what's on the outside and what's beyond this border of bullshit, right? And this could be because of childhood trauma, early influences, a rocking horse, which kept you staying because you felt like you didn't want to give up on something that you really believed in. I don't know. You take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But let me change my camera so you can see. I think that's a better view. So yeah, that's the type of person that you've been dealing with. And this is something that we have to learn. These are the type of energies that we have to learn to either stay away from or how to deal with them. Now I would pull from this archetype deck, but I'm going to my old faithful. The ones that I like. Klinger just tried to come out. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and see the type of energy, and I'll pull 3 cards because 3 cards are out here. Whatever Shadow King just tried to come out, whatever tries to come out, that's a lie. I just said whatever tries to come out, I was going to take, but that was a lie. But whatever energies come out, we're going to go ahead and clarify with the vice versa tarot to see what it is that you're actually, what you've been going through. And it already says that you've been going through bullshit. Aquarius came out. It did not come in the upright. I mean, in the reverse. I flipped it over. Aquarius is the energy that comes out. Air energy. So it could be an Aquarius beauty. Somebody who never really saw the beauty in you, you know. And also we have Capricorn is here. These same cards, Capricorn and Earth energy is here. I'm going to pull a couple of more because, you know, I'm reading for a collective, and you guys could be dealing with more than just a Capricorn Earth energy or Aquarius energy. So, yeah, this is where we are. I'm going to move my coffee cup because I feel like my card. Oh, they almost had an accident. Somebody with a Ghostbusters sign on the side of look, a superhero. Anyway, I'm going to go ahead and move my cards and make sure you can see them because somebody is dealing with more than these energies, not just one person. So, I don't know. Take what resonates, leave what doesn't. These reads are triggering you, wizard. Somebody that's able to manifest, or you're the one who can manifest. These energies are triggering, but you got to hear this. I'm sorry. You have to hear this in order for you to see how you've been dealing with these issues. And sometimes when we go through something, we have to hear what we're going through from another person. And just know, I don't know you, and I don't wish any, negativity on you, but I want you to grow from where you are, because you don't realize that at the end of the day, you're your own superhero. I'm pretty sure that you have saved your life several different times when it comes to your emotions, and not just your life. You probably have saved a lot of people's lives, including this person who makes you feel like this, you know? So that's where I'm at with this situation. And that's the reason why it's just like, do I want to keep pulling from these card decks? I mean, I think I have to, because a detective, yeah, you have to be able to solve your own, and that's just coming out that way. You have to be able to be the famous detective, famous superhero, right? Somebody that might be hood famous, you tell me, you know, but you have to be able to solve your own story when it comes to this situation, and be your own hero, you know, when it comes to this, and be able to get out of it so that you can look back and say, I can't believe that I went through this, you know. We have Virgo at the bottom of the deck, so that comes with the seasons. Virgo season, you know, Virgo is at the bottom of the deck. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this up because I'm not sure if you could see this. But yeah, Virgo's at the bottom of the deck. Binoculars, a sage, somebody who uses their intuition, that, you know, is a trickster. Yeah, rocking horse. This trickster and a saboteur. Aries is here too. So again, look, communicator and air. Of course, the air energy is a communicator, Taurus. We have all of these energies here. You know, we have a mystic and a goddess, you know. We have all of these energies here, and I can keep pulling and pulling and pulling. And the more I pull, the hurtful it'll become, because, and see that, and that's the thing, like, I don't want to trigger you. I want you to understand that no man is your enemy. No man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. So every experience that you go through, whether it be through the childhood traumas and learning how to get through them, you know, somebody lurking and being curious on what, you know, what love is really about. Or also, you know, they're lurking because they can't feel your energy anymore. You tell me, you know, so they could be sabotaging every relationship and not just your relationship. So I'll put that over here. Hopefully you can see it. Yeah, I'll put that over here so you can understand that it's not just you that they've done this to. You know, Aries energy is here. So yeah, it's not just you that they've done this to, you know, somebody who wants to communicate after, you know, you leave this energy. You know, Aries is here, Taurus is here. So I'm just saying, this is what you have to understand. You have to be the person who deciphers what it is that you're willing to deal with. I don't know. You take what resonates and leave what doesn't, you know. And so it seems hurtful, but, you know, the only way we'll be able to get through this is if we deal with it and stop avoiding it. Stop using a Band-Aid, covering it up with the Band-Aid. So the Aquarius energy, I hate it. I'm not taking all of these cards. I won't do it because I was just about to tell you I hate the way these cards do, because they have meanings on both sides. I have to let it come out my hand a different way. And I'm only going to take it as if it flops over, not if I pull it out. I don't know. That just seems more authentic to me, and what comes out is meant to come out. See, like this one. Look at this card. This is the Eight of Swords. You see, it came behind my hand. This is the Eight of Swords energy. This is making you feel trapped. So this Aquarius could be making you feel trapped. But here's the key to this. You have the sword to release yourself. You just don't want to. You can save your own self. You just don't want to. And so with this Eight of Swords, you're going to continue to overthink, to feel, criticize yourself, and to feel trapped until you see the beauty in yourself, right? And so that is, yeah, you can fight your own battles with the Ace of Swords energy. You can fight your own battles. However, you choose to sit in the dark and not to see everything from a clear view, and so that's just where it is. So look at the eagle back here. The eagle back here is saying you have what it takes to be the king or to be the ruler of your own kingdom, but you have to see the beauty in yourself. Capricorn energy comes out. 3 energies come out, all right? So the first one that comes out with this Capricorn is the King of Swords. So, the Queen of Swords. I'm sorry about that. It's the Queen of Swords. And I have the thing here. So this is considered a queen. And this is the Ace of Swords. So you got all air energy out here. I didn't even think about that. You have all air energy right here. You have the strength and the power to be able to defeat this Capricorn energy or devil-like energy or self-destructive patterns of feeling neglected, like you were the runner and the chaser, like you've been being avoided. You have the power to do that. However, look at this. Everybody is like, you have the power and you have crystals behind you. But you're not choosing to use this. You just want to sit here until they actually are ready for you to come to, until they actually challenge you, like literally challenge you. And then we also have the Queen of Pentacles here. So again, this is just, okay, here's what I'm going to say. The Queen of Pentacles, as we know, is a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. That no matter what, like JDS says, always, it's toxic. So you could fight this battle. You could fight this battle and win this war because you have what it takes. You have the strength and the power behind you. You can fight this battle with the Queen of Swords. You can fight this battle, and be in your, stand up for yourself, always speak your mind, and don't take shit from anybody, but you choose to be in your Queen of Pentacles energy. A loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. Look at that. The no matter what is like somebody looking at you and watching your kingdom fall apart. Look at this. So you can hold your ground and make it look good, right? But right here, people are watching you and watching your kingdom fall. So at some point, when are you going to look and see that the devil is always watching you? And the devil is always, look, with the Capricorn energy, right? The devil is always going to send these different patterns your way. Self-destructive patterns, people, places, situations your way. And you're going to steady sit there and watch them. Look at that. You see? So this is you feeding into it. But this is somebody watching him make all these decisions to send people your way. But look, the way he's looking out, he sees your world there. But he's going to set it on fire because the beauty of it is there, but you can't even see it. All you see is this person here. The self-destructive patterns that you guys are bound for each other or tied to each other. You guys are meant to be. And you know what? If it's not working out, then it's not meant to be. And so that is where the neglect and abandonment and being the runner and the chaser, because you're like, I'm bound to this person because this is my soulmate. This is my twin flame. And the devil is like, yeah, you are. And you don't even see the beauty in your own land. You see what I'm saying? So everybody is looking at you like, just stand your ground with this person. You're stronger than this. You could do this. Stand your ground. It's not too late. It's not too late to stand up for yourself. The universe keeps sending you different ways, but the devil is watching you and watching how weak you're falling for them, if that makes sense. And I'm not just saying it. I don't know. It's like they're watching you sabotage yourself. You see? So no matter what they send, and until you decide to do your research and manifest something differently, you're going to always feel neglected and abandoned. And then you're going to try to see the beauty in everything. Excuse me. You're going to try to see the beauty in everything. So that's where you have to turn around and say, do I want to be trapped for the rest of my whatever, you know? Do I want to be trapped? You have to ask yourself. Pentacles, Capricorn energy, right? Do I want to be trapped? Air energy, more air energy. This is you having the power and the strength. This is you reclaiming your power and strength. Because you see that you're being neglected. Now you're starting to feel neglected. It's one thing for you to be, to see it, but when you start to feel it, earth energy is what we're clarifying. When you start to actually see what you're putting yourself through, that's how it came out. 7 of Pentacles, 7 years later, earth energy. 7 years later, Pentacles energy. 7 years later, your shit is falling apart. You were waiting for it to grow. But you see that you're not even putting, and why look, and the crazy part is, why this person is flourishing, look at the face. You're sad, and they're flourishing. When are you going to get out of that and start manifesting something different? Does that make sense? When are you going to get out of it and start manifesting something different? When? Wizard energy. Gandalf. What's Harry Potter? Look at this. This is the Hierophant energy. But this is you having childlike energy and not wanting to become an adult. Rocking horse right here. Early childhood influences. This is you not feeling like you don't have the strength to even go in front of this person. You want everybody to feed you and give you the key. And you know that you have the key. Look at them. You have the key. You can manifest change if you want. But you're sitting here because you don't want to go through with the embarrassment of having to walk away and having to start over and having to communicate about your feelings. All of the energies are on the board. Detective. Wait, I picked up the wrong card deck. Look at that. I picked up the wrong card deck. Can you see that? And you see the card right here? Let's see what came out. The Dancer. Seeing the beauty in yourself. Performer is at the bottom of the deck. Dancer and Performer. So I picked up the wrong card. So Detective and Dancer. I guess that's what we're going to clarify. Because I picked up the wrong card deck. Detective. Okay, the card that tried to come out is right here. Which is the Queen of Wands. Confidence. The Detective is you searching for your confidence. Confidence shines from the inside. When you love yourself, own your flaws, and rock them without caring what others think. You're at this point now where you're not caring about how others think. Dancer, you're seeing the beauty in yourself. And you're not letting anybody stop you. Yeah, look at that. Six of Swords energy. You're walking away. You're walking away from the things that no longer serve you. But hold on, I forgot to show you the back of this card. With the Queen of Wands. Do you see? You've been here, sitting here long enough. Everything is starting to grow. You know, everything is starting to grow. You know, you have the awareness. Your experiences are starting to say, you know what? I am confident in myself. with the Detective. Six of Swords energy. Dancer. More air energy. Dancer. Walking away because you see the beauty in yourself. You see that you're able to manifest whatever it is that you want. And you're doing it with your head held high. People were watching you. They could have been watching you, but you just said, you know what? I'm taking my cups. The swords are there, but they're not going to stop me. Move forward. Move forward. The actual bottom of the deck is the, what is this? The Knight. Is this the Knight or this the King? The King of Wands energy. Move forward. The King of Wands is wisdom, honesty, and repression. You could be that queen. But you guys' backs are turned towards each other. You guys' backs are turned towards each other. So that means that this person still has to get it together. That's how it was. And that's why you're walking away. Excuse me. That's why you're walking away with grace. Take your cup. Provide for yourself. Use your swords if you need to. But you see here, you would think that the swords will be stopping you, but they're not even in the boat. You and your cup is, but it looks as if somebody is trying to sabotage you. But that just lets you know that it's you trying to sabotage yourself, because this could be a reason why you would stop. Well, we're not going to make it past or to this destination because there's swords here. But you're like, let me take my cup. If I need to pay for a new boat, my cup is full. It's water in that cup. See? Let me go. Let me go and figure it out. Because we're at odds here. We're at odds. I'm either sabotaging myself or this person is sabotaging me. You tell me. You see? It's a difference. In your mind, you could be stopping yourself from growing or moving forward. Because you got the key to loosen up or to cut away the ropes that's tying you down. Love. Somebody always buttering up and, you after they neglect and abandon you. You tell me. You tell me. Now I'm going to pull from the Before Tarot to see where you are. From the Before Tarot to see where you are. And I think at the end of this, I will clarify this cards too. Hold on one second. Okay, I had to cut my music on. So now this is the Before Tarot, right? It's the Before Tarot deck. But I think I'm going to pull from my Spiritual as Fuck deck because I haven't used that in a couple of days. I'm not pulling that many. I'll only do one because these cards is powerful. All right. This was just basically what I was just saying to you guys. So here you go. It said, 2 cards. I'm only pulling the top one. Okay, I'll think about the bottom one. It says, it's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest days. Come on, y'all. Seriously. Come on. It's up to you to find beauty in the ugliest days. What did I say? You had to find the beauty in everything. You need to find the beauty in everything. It says, everyone survives some super shitty days. But even when it comes to those crappiest of crappy days, it is, if you look back, you can pretty much always find something beautiful. I told you, you got to see the beauty in this. I said you would sit back and be like, and look and say, I remember when I went through this. I'm telling you guys, I can't make this up. Maybe someone was unexpectedly kind to you, or for a split second, the startling gold sunset made you forget your life was crumbling, or perhaps there were donuts with sprinkles at your first AA meeting. The trick is to train yourself to spot the beauty in that very moment, aka real time. It makes the ugly days look a little less ugly. Come on, you guys. Come on, you guys. Wait, here. Here. Screenshot that. For real. Like, I can't make this up. It makes me want to cry, but I keep going because it's something that somebody needs to hear. And I keep going because it's just like, I'm not here to hurt you guys. You know, I'm a mother, and I'm very matronly when it comes to people understanding who they are. And again, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. That's that. Look, there are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. Confidence. Where is it? Where's the queen of, oh, I took all my tarot cards up. Because you don't dislike yourself. So no matter how much somebody sabotages you, wait, where's that card at? Right here. Remember I said to you, you just said, I'm going to leave, but I'm going to take my cup and I'm going to figure it out when I get there. I'm going to figure it out once I get there. You see the beauty in every situation. And you got the power to destroy everyone if you wanted to. You have the power. So, but you stay stagnant when you have the power to release yourself from all of this stuff because you don't want to let somebody see you fail. So in the front, it looks good. But if you look really on the inside, you're hurting. Come on, you guys. You don't want to go and ask for help. You don't want nobody to pray for you. You don't want nobody to say, this is what you should do. You don't want nobody to do that because you don't want to feel less than. You don't want to feel weak. Like a child, like you need someone to mother you, like because you made it this far by being abandoned, feeling neglected, being the runner or the chaser, being avoided, somebody just buttering you up and being consistent with how they do that. But this is how you feel. Come on, you guys. This is how you feel. It's a difference from watching stuff grow. You see the beauty and you know it's going to happen. But when you're sitting in that dark place by yourself, look at this, you guys. When you're sitting there, you're looking at all the things that you can imagine in regards to making someone else flourish. But this is how you feel. This is how you feel. So to everyone else, this hurts. To everyone else, it's beautiful. But you really know how it is. Come on now, you guys. So look, let me read this to you. This hurts my heart. And I guess that's why the sabotage. Because it's you sabotaging yourself. You got to see the beauty in everything. And I don't know. I don't know. I just hit my chest hell hard. I almost knocked myself out. You get what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. You got to know. Look, beautiful. If this was the back of the card, what would happen? The dress would be torn. There will be swords in your back. Trapped. Same energy as this one. The same energy. With a pretty dress on and a blindfold. That's the only difference. But if you was to turn the card behind you on this one, there would be knives in your back, like the Ten of Swords energy. But here, you're able to free yourself, but you just won't. I don't know. That hurt my heart, but I'm going to keep going. I'm going to keep going. Let me read this because I said only one card. I hope you guys can hear my music. Jagged Edge, Let's Get Married is on. Anyway, there are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourself. People can't figure out why it is that they can keep putting you through this shit and you still wake up smiling. Because you are seeing the beauty in them. Because they had childhood traumas. Because their strength blinds you. The games makes you think about what it was like and what if you could play those games. But you are sabotaging yourself and they don't realize it, that they're sabotaging themselves too. So this sneaky, invincible energy is because they're afraid to deal with their past. And so they play games. And they send not only you, several people through this bullshit. Anyway, let me read this. This is true. The biggest revenge we can have on people who judge us is to love ourselves hard and really and for really reals. Like for really reals. Like for real, like that. So let me read that over. Because I tell you that. If you love yourself and you figure this thing out called life, nobody can say anything to you. Nobody can, anything that somebody does. Now I'm not going to say we ain't all perfect. So it can trigger us and piss us off. But nothing that anybody can do can stop you from living and being you. Your through true authentic self. But you got to get there first. Maybe that's why I'm here. I don't know. Because I just said, I see this. But not everybody is going to have a fair... Everybody is not going to come back. Everybody isn't going to grow. But if you grow, this is High Priestess energy for me. Something that can only be understood through experience. You got to love yourself. You know, the other day, I told you I had my Netflix run. I'm sorry I talk too much. And if you don't like it, you can click off. I'm okay with it. But I was watching Netflix and it was that new show about the Tampa real estate agents, the Ocho Cinco's. And she's not just Ocho Cinco's girlfriend. She's become somebody before she was that person. So I hate to say it like that. But she has the show on Netflix. She's somebody. And she's a realtor and a broker. And so one of the little girls said, when she stopped trying to people please and give things to everybody and be there for everyone and was there for herself, it was a different type of feeling. It was a different type of feeling. So anyway, let me finish this. It says, this is true. Let's read it over because y'all got to hear this. There are people who dislike you because you don't dislike yourselves. That could be why this person keeps coming back. Because they can make everybody else break, but you haven't been broken yet. You're there. But you go silent. You stop explaining yourself. You go silent and you answer the call, but you don't rush to answer on the first ring. You answer if you it's like, oh no, stop, don't. And you answer, and if you hit it on the last ring and it picks up, it picks up. If it doesn't, it doesn't. But see, this is the games that we are good at playing, Cancers. I don't know. I'm not just speaking. I don't know. Maybe other people are good at playing games too. But see, we have the power, again, to sabotage and be self-destructive and be in our air Queen of Swords energy where we are destroying everyone. But you realize that the easiest thing for you to do to a person is not to communicate with them. Cut them off. If I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. Anyway, that love is good. It's patient. Love is patient. Love is kind. It doesn't envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, and always perseveres. Love never fails. But when somebody plays you and makes you feel some kind of way, ooh, if I cut you off, you handed me the scissors. Anyway, let's talk. Let's start this over because I'm gonna quit talking, I think. This is true. The biggest revenge we can have on people who judge us is to love ourselves hard. And for real, right? That's what I say. For real, not really reals. I don't know how to say that. Some people are going to talk shit about you simply because you are shining bright as fuck. Shine on. Shine on. Don't stop being you. Come on now. Don't stop being you. Let me sit this here so maybe you can glance at it from down here. Sorry, I didn't mean to do that. That was like, I Promise is on by Tank. I'm listening to Jagged Edge Radio. Now, this is the before tarot. This is the before tarot. Where were you at before all of this stuff happened? Aquarius. We're clarifying. Okay, too many cards. Too many cards. Too many cards. But I will take these. So, let me fix this back. King of Pentacles. So the King of Pentacles is before all this, before all of this, before you became, or before the King of Pentacles energy came. The King of Pentacles is, there's no reward without risk. Create opportunities and don't be afraid to invest your time wisely. But here, this King of Pentacles is like, when it comes to this Aquarius, am I investing my time wisely? It's just you questioning. These risks that I'm taking, is this me investing my time wisely? I'm getting frustrated. I told you. I'm getting frustrated. I don't see the beauty in things anymore. Right? Queen of... How did the Queen of Pentacles and the King of Pentacles come out? Remember, the snake is handing her pentacles and saying, look at this pentacle. Is this worth your time? Queen of Pentacles, and this could be that Aquarius type energy. You know, I know it's air is Aquarius, but I'm just saying, these are feelings here. A loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. Protect and care for them no matter what. That no matter what, she's questioning, am I being toxic to myself? Am I being toxic to myself? Am I losing things? Am I investing my time wisely? Because this person is angry here. And I'm just trying to have this family and make it look good. You remember what it looked like behind closed doors. So look at his stuff. Because I feel like you're gone. Because look, everything is starting to fall apart. Remember on Color Purple when Celie came to Mister's house and it was just falling apart? That makes me cringe because I like that movie, but I hated that part. He feels like his pentacles is everything. But look, his whole life is falling. Look at the plants are dying. He's pissed off. And she's questioning, what am I doing? We already know she left, right? The Sun card. There's no growth here. This baby isn't crying. She isn't happy. The sun isn't up. The flowers is dying. Remember on The Lion King, when Scar was like, she's like, there's no more food. If we got to stay here, you putting us, whatever. There is no room for growth here. There's no room for growth because there's the king and the queen and the sun. They're together or something of the sort. But there's no growth there because it's so much bullshit behind all of this stuff that this person, the king, it's the king's energy. Look at the queen. She's still, like I told you, she's still taking care of her stuff. Look at the king's energy. Look at it falling apart. And the queen is just like, let me take that cup. Remember she had that cup on the boat? I'm just going to take this and I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to just take this one pentacle and I'm going to make it flourish. Everybody is hungry messing with this king. The flowers is dying. Everything. Because he like, I don't need you. I can take care of this. But this is what it's like. Remember when Scar tried to take over for the Mufasa? A true king can make everything flourish. But you're realizing that. Aquarius energy. That clarifies the Aquarius. Now the beauty. Now the beauty. Now the beauty. Hold on one second. Now the beauty. Okay, so beauty. You know, it's just like, with all of this being said, it's just letting you know that if the foundation ain't right, it's not going to work. We're clarifying beauty now. Okay, these cards fell over. High Priestess energy. If you don't see the beauty in any of this stuff, you won't be able to manifest anything. Okay, so that was my sister calling. So with the High Priestess being here, you saw all over the place. You can't even manifest right. Look at this. You can't even manifest right. You know, you just like trying to figure it out. You know, you're trying to figure it out. You got to find your inspiration. And let me read the book so I could see what exactly it means if I'm off on this one. But yeah, you have to, and it's just what I see, but I'm going to read this. The High Priestess. It says, you are not obligated to reveal your thoughts to anyone. Guard your knowledge and your wisdom. Seeing the beauty. Guard your knowledge and wisdom carefully. Know when to speak and when to remain silent. And that, I just said that about this one. You're silent. You don't even want to manifest nothing anymore. You don't even want to use your intuition anymore to try to figure this out. The tables are turned. Knight of Wands, my Drake energy. I can pick this up. Knight of Wands, the Drake energy. You know, you have to understand. Hold on. You have to understand that you only live once energy is there. But it's like before you go riding off, it says before you go riding off on another quest, be sure you know who or what you are fighting for. Be sure to know who or what you're fighting for. Okay, so now Capricorn. So remember, we got the King of Wands. It's telling you know where you're going. And with the High Priestess, with the beauty, it's saying that you have to understand and know when and where to kind of use your intuition and what serves you and what doesn't. You get what I'm saying? So now with the Capricorn energy, the Capricorn energy comes out with the King of Swords. So with this King of Swords, normally it would be when faced with a difficult situation, be impartial, carefully evaluate your options with a rational mind. However, it's like if you see he's missing something. What is he missing? I'll go ahead and read the book because I want to make sure we get it the right way. Hold on. I want to make sure we get it the right way. All right. It says, truth is a double-edged sword. It's also heavy and hard to hold upright. So dealing with the Capricorn or dealing with this energy of self-destructive patterns, you have to know your truth. You have to understand that, you know, if you make the wrong decisions or if you've been making the wrong decisions, you know, the truth is going to hurt. You know, it's heavy and it's hard to hold upright. So there you have it. And that's where it comes to this energy of the Four Cups. You know, this is before you've been bored. This is you drinking out of the cups that are dealt to or handed to you. So hold on, let me let me go ahead and read the Four Cups energy. You know, normally it's bored and you reach the plateau, but it says you might be tempted to eat or drink your feelings. Don't overindulge in emotions. So look, it's like the self-destructive patterns with the Capricorn energy, devil energy, self-destructive patterns. And then we have the 10 of Wands energy, burdens, right? And so with the 10 of Wands energy, it's like before you get to this point, you need to know what you're getting yourself into. That's kind of how I see it with this energy being here. So the Ten of Wands says, spend your money wisely. Be an informed consumer. Don't believe everything you hear, and don't be sold of the bills. Don't be sold a bill of goods. If you're about to make a big investment, be sure you know what you're getting yourself into. So your investment could be your time, your energy. It's telling you, don't overindulge. And if you're investing your time, make sure with the King of Swords that you know that the truth hurts. Dealing with the truth, it will hurt. It will hurt you. So just understand, know what you're getting yourself into. You know, if you can't see because your intuition is cloudy, know which path you're going on and know where you're going before you get on that horse and go. Does that make sense? And then we have the earth energy that we're going to clarify. Yeah, the earth energy that we're clarifying. The card that tried to come out is Temperance. But the earth energy, you know, the earth energy is just like, you could be manifesting things. You could be dealing with, you know, an earth energy. But you have to know that this energy could mean, you know, well, if you are going through the runner and chaser, you're being buttered over, smoothed over, buttered up, and, you know, neglected, feeling neglected by this energy. Yeah, the Chariot. You. I said it. You get what I'm saying? It's you. All this time. It's you. You have to know. I can't tell you. You have to know. You know, you have to know. But look, he's getting up on his chariot. He seems sad. He seems battered and bruised. You know, let me read the Chariot, because I'm not making this up. So I want you to understand that this is where you are with this situation. You have to make these decisions for yourself. I can't do it. You know, it says instant preparation. Prepare for the journey of a lifetime, one that will take you home again. So whatever it is, you have to be ready to get up and go home if it doesn't serve you, or start over if this situation does not serve you. You prepare for the journey of a lifetime. This is hard. This is a back and forth energy. You know, this is you fighting for, you know, yourself, your freedom, your strength, you know. But it says one that will take you home again, where you'll feel comfort, when you feel loved, where you feel secure, and where you feel like you could trust the people in it. So that is where all of this energy is taking you. Then we have the Wizard, the Magician, Gandalf. I don't know. You have to know that the journeys that you take yourself on, yeah. Okay, so this is the Eight of Pentacles. 8 years, and now you're ready to go home. 8 years, you're ready to go back to work on you and not just work on everyone else. Look, this is working on yourself. Eight of Pentacles energy is normally working on yourself. This is, you know, what is it? Learning, hard working, and beginnings. So this is the new beginning that you're going on. This is the new journey. So you're starting over. You know, you're starting over. It says instant interpretation is strut your stuff, show your wares. It says someone wants to buy what you have to sell. So you're still manifesting, you're working, you're taking these down, and you're starting over. Somebody is always going to want to invest in you. You just have to realize and see the beauty in yourself. Does that make sense? So now we're going to clarify detective. The detective. The Six of Wands energy. The Six of Wands energy. You know, the Six of Wands with the detective. There's no victory here yet. You know, there's no victory here. And so since there's no victory, you have earned a hard-fought victory. Enjoy it. You feel defeated. You feel defeated because you're starting over. So you feel defeated. So you won, but you still feel defeat. It was hard. It was hard to get to the stage of you actually understanding where you are and where you've come through. I don't know. The next one is judgment. Judgment. Whew. That's heavy. Here it is. Rise and shine. All is forgiven. Your past is the past, and you are being called to a new life of happiness and wholeness. You have fought, and you're victorious. And now you're starting over. You're going back home, and you're starting over. The Five of Wands energy. You're starting over. You know, as much as you don't want to, you have to. Things often seem like they get worse before they get better, but you made it through the hardest part. But you've made it through the hardest part. From this point on, you'll start to see all the pieces come together. See? You cannot give up on yourself. That's where the dancer card is. You have to dance now. Now it's time for you to dance. Let's just clarify dancer. You know, 7 of Pentacles. 7 of Pentacles. Come on now. We have the 8 of Pentacles out here. All of your hard work is paid off. The 7 of Pentacles lets you see and reflect. This is normally being patient, but this has you being patient and reflecting. Let's read the 7 of Pentacles. Here it is right here. Do all you can to cultivate a bountiful harvest. So that is why you're seeing the beauty in it and you're dancing. And this is the bountiful harvest because you've worked on yourself. And now you're able to see the fruits of your labor because you were patient. You've been victorious with this situation. So I said that this is where you were, but this is where you are now. This is your energy of where you are now. My baby is here. Hold on one second. And the star is in reverse. The star is in reverse. Hold on one second. Okay, so we have the star. It's in reverse. And the star being in reverse. So first of all, with the star in the upright, the instant interpretation, it says, pay attention to your dreams. Write them down. The revelations that come to you in the dark can offer guidance, hope, and inspiration in the bright light of the day. So it's in reverse though. So this is like broken dreams. This is the overall energy. The broken dreams dash hopes, disappointments, unfulfilled wishes, and darkness and obscurity. So that is how you were feeling. But you're moving forward. You're moving forward to something bigger, better, and not all of this drama. You get what I'm saying? And so the way that I thought that this was coming out was this was past energy, but it is a past because you've moved ahead. You know, this is the past energy, is the star energy. You know, moving ahead, dealing with all this crap, you know, and getting back on your saddle, or, you know, just moving forward. So that's the energy here. And we also, with the star being in reverse, and I'll just put this down here, you know, with the star being in reverse, you know, you, like, again, like I said, it is you feeling a certain type of way, but you're coming out of that. Now we're going to go ahead and use this card deck. Well, let's see how long. 52 minutes. It's been a long read. But I think it was a really good read. This is the afterthoughts. This is after tarot. These are your afterthoughts, after tarot, of dealing with this Aquarius energy, you know, just dealing with the people. So the afterthoughts. All right. The card that flew out is the Sun card. Now, look at that. Do you see the difference in the Sun? This is growth. This is growth. This is already having your cake and eat it too. This is different from and that's why I keep them right here. This is different from this energy. If you see here, was it here or was it? Oh, yep. If you see here, look, the kids are playing. The sun is out and it's confidently out. It's up. You know, it's just like the whole environment is different. You know, the sun and this happens with the what are they called? The flowers going to sleep and waking back up as the sun and moon goes, you know, the sun comes up and the moon goes down. You know, that happens sometimes, but this is not fully nurtured and watered. And look at the rays. It's like it's trying to wake this baby up. And here it is, they're up and they're happy and they're thriving. It's a different type of energy. Does that make sense? And so that's where you are now. You know, the sun comes up, and then with the sun being up, it's like it's letting you know. And of course, I'm going to look and see with the sun energy of this book, just to give you a feeling of where we are. If I can find it. How about that? Sorry. Yeah, because I mean the energy is different. The energy is different. So you're happy. You're not letting anything stop you. You're not, you're growing. You're already there. You're not growing. You're already there. And so that's the good thing in regards to this energy. You have to know why this energy is here. Hold on one second. Okay, so the sun, sorry. This book is different. So the sun says, go outside and play. Get some sun, feel the wind, dance in your hair. Feel the wind, dance in your hair, and ground move beneath your feet, and the ground to move beneath your feet. Recharge your batteries. Find an occasion to celebrate. When the sun sets, you can dance beneath the stars. So remember, I told you the only person that you can count on is the sun, the moon, and the stars, and yourself. If you get out of this funk and get it together, and so that is where we are, so hold on. Now, the beauty. Whoa, I almost pulled another deck of the regular tarot. Seeing the beauty. Seeing the beauty. First of all, here we go. The Lovers. So at this point with the Lovers, it's like Adam and Eve have already found this bond. They're sharing the apple. They're sharing the desires. The snake is down here, and the universe is there watching them. But I don't know what that means. So I have to, of course, with this book, because I haven't used this book before, really, truthfully, and I don't want to interpret it the wrong way. I am giving you the correct way. Sorry about that. And I just ran into the Lovers, and now it's running from me. Here it is, the Lovers. The Lovers card is the card of choices and the consequences. It's a card of love, passion, and commitment, but it also is the card of communication and clearly thinking, and clear thinking. So again, you're thinking about the things that you need to do now. You're not letting anything stop you. The sun is you're enjoying your time. You're enjoying your life. You're not letting anything stop you, but you're communicating, but you're also thinking very clear when it comes to this energy. And then we have the 10 of Pentacles energy. With the 10 of Pentacles, look, you ready to go. You packed all your stuff up. You have the things that you need, because you're standing up for yourself. You're not taking any shit from anybody, and you have that Ace of Cups. This is an actual cup of love, the love, and this could be you loving yourself in this same energy. We also have the Knight of Pentacles. Now you're willing to share your pentacles. Remember before with the Knight being here, I can't think if this was this read or not. Yeah, no, that was the King and Queen of Pentacles. But with the Knight, being here, the one before was just like, they said to be careful and know where you're going before you get up on that saddle. You get what I'm saying? And so now you're sure of it, and you're able to share your pentacles. Look at the back of the crops. Look at the crops in the back. Look at the horses back there. Everything is happening the way that it's supposed to happen because you didn't give up on yourself. And the Knight of Swords is here. Victory is on your side. You are willing to, and not literally, just you will fight for the things that you believe in. The Knight of Swords energy says, be tough, be ambitious, know what you want, and go after it in a single-minded determination. But if you go after it in this single-minded determination and somebody is not willing, or you get any kind of rebuttal back, then you're willing to fight for your freedom, your peace and serenity. And if you're not fighting for it, you're letting it go, because here is the nine of Pentacles energy. So with this being said, it's like your fruit is here. All the fruits that everything has come to fruition, and you can see the growth from the seed that you planted. And the seed you planted is when you started over. Does that make sense? I almost pulled that card deck again. Capricorn energy is here, the devil energy, So yeah, this came out the same way, but now you're able to collect it. Your seeds are growing. I told you that. You were patient enough. You took time with yourself, and now you're willing to celebrate. And now you can go and plant seeds everywhere else and let people know basically that you have what it takes to make this happen. You are not insecure. You don't feel a certain type of way. Earth energy is what we're clarifying. You don't feel no type of way. Yeah, the Three of Pentacles. And now here it is. You don't really have to work as a team. You can if you want to, but you're looking at the fruits of your labor. You're seeing this is where you were with all the burdens there. You struggled, and now you're not struggling anymore. Now you can go back on this and reflect on what it took for you to get to this point. Does that make sense? You know, and then with the wizard energy being here comes with the Nine of Wands energy. Now you have people willing to stand with you. People are willing to stand with you and fight for your cause, because now they see. But you know, they always say that people that don't believe in you always come back around, and somehow they're watching you, and then they come back around and as if they were there through that struggle. But we're not going to worry about that. We're going to let the past be in the past. We know that when it comes to somebody sabotaging us, neglecting us, making us feel less than, then we're not dealing with that. Detective is here, and that's what we're clarifying. You know, but whoever you have in your circle now is the people that were willing to get dirty with you. Look at his arms. He has, you know, if this is not blood, this is fighting the battle. So if this is not blood or whatever, he's willing to go. This person is willing to go the distance with you and be able to help you get to where you need to be and flourish. And that's the reason why everything is flourishing this right way. With the detective being here. Yeah, I mean, this is good. This is good because once you get to this point to where you're able to see where you come, Page of Cups energy, now you can start, you know, living for yourself. Now that, you know, the cups are here, new opportunities, Page of Cups energy. You know, the Page of Cups energy is, you know, opportunities, invitation, and affection. But, you know, the fish is normally sitting in the cup. The fish is like, you have everything. You have the opportunities here. You don't need me anymore. I'm going to go ahead and help somebody else. Or the King of Cups with this Dancer. This King of Cups is a person who is compassionate. He's pouring his cups into your water. You know what I'm saying? He's making sure that you have what it takes to water your fruit, your plants, your seeds, you know? And so now that is the compassionate king that you want. Somebody that is willing to take from themselves in order to help the cause, you know, to help build that foundation. And that's the reason why the fish is like, now, you know, you don't need me. What is it like? Kind of like the Geppetto type energy with, oh, I can't think of his name. Anyway, you know, that sidekick, the person on your side, you know, which is a detective that was there to help you fight your battles and to help you see clearly. But the Dancer is here telling you that this person is here by your side. They're by your side and they're going to help water everything that you have going on. And then we have, look at her. The Queen of Pentacles is here. And this Queen of Pentacles knows that a loving family is one of the greatest blessings in life. But she will protect and care for you and whoever else. But that, no matter what, will not make her sabotage anything that she's worked hard for this time around. No one can take that from her. Because with the Knight of Wands energy, she knows where she's going now. She knows where she's going now, you know, and that is the difference. So she comes out 3 different times, remember? I thought the Knight of Wands was here. Hold on. She comes out 3 different times, and that just lets you know you are sure and know who you are now. And so therefore, here he is. The Knight of Wands is here. Look at the difference. Remember, it said to know where you're going. Hold on. We'll talk about the Knight of Wands in a second. Hold on. But the Queen of Pentacles is here. All right. Here we go. All 3 queens. This is where you were. Oh, wait. That's the Wands. That's the Queen of Wands. Hold on. Where do we go? Right here. Here she is. This is you, and that pentacle being right there. This is you, and the snake is saying, you can have your rewards, but you got to know that you weren't believing in yourself. You see that? This is a person who is letting the bird say, just stand up. Just take the picture real fast. But remember what she really was going through. Everything was falling apart. So she held this image of, you know, making it look like it was okay. But she knew that the snake was toxic and holding things over her head and neglecting her, you know, making her feel like the runner and the chaser. And now the shoe was on the other foot. She's holding her coins. She's not waiting on anybody to give it to her. She's holding her coins. Everything is a lot more clearer for her. There's no room for sabotage here. And then with the Drake energy, the Knight of Wands, remember, it says know where you're going. Before you get up on there and start saddling up, know where you're going and why you're going there. Now you're sure. Look at this. You're traveling. Look at the background. It's changed. You're traveling the world because you only live once. Be bold. Be fearless. Do what you love. You're by the Sphinx. So you're in Egypt somewhere. Where were you here? That is, I don't know, look. You see that statue back there? That's not an Egyptian statue. So your location has totally changed. And you're charging anything and you're enjoying yourself. So, I don't know. That was meant for somebody to hear. I'll pull one more card. Let me move all this stuff here. I'll pull one more card and we'll go from there. Actually, I said I would clarify and then I'm going to read. That's what I'm going to do. I'm clarifying and then I'm going to read. No, I think I'll just read it. I'll just read to see. I'll read the Game of Life. I'll read the Game of Life. I think you pretty much got a clear picture of what it is and what's going on. You know, I think you pretty much have that picture here. So, excuse me. We're going to read Love, the Game of Life and how to play it. And we're going to read chapter 7. It doesn't say it on here, but it's chapter 7 and it's Love. You see, I got it all the way back here so I know which one it is. It says, every man on this planet is taking his initiation in love. A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another. Ouspensky states in Tertium Organum, I don't know how to say that love is a cosmic phenomenon and opens to man the fourth dimensional world, the world of wondrous. It says real love is selfless and free from fear. It pours itself out upon the object of its affection without demanding any return. Remember? Queen of Pentacles, right? Or the Six of Pentacles, sorry. Or love is patient, love is kind. Okay, anyway. Without demanding any return. Its joy is in the joy of giving. Love is God in manifestation and the strongest magnetic force in the universe. Pure, unselfish love draws itself its own. It does not need to seek or demand. Scarcely anyone has the faintest conception of real love. Man is selfish, tyrannical, and fearful of his affections. Thereby losing the thing he loves. Jealousy is the worst enemy of love, for the imagination runs riot. Seeing the loved one attracted to another, and invariable these fears objectify, and if they are not neutralized. For example, and they give examples, okay? A woman came to me in deep distress. The man she loved had left her for another woman and said he never intended to marry her. She was torn with jealousy and resentment, and she hoped she would suffer. She hoped he would suffer as he made her suffer, and added, "How could he leave me when I loved him so much?" I replied, "You're not loving that man. You are hating him," and added, "You can never receive what you have never given. Give a perfect love, and you will receive a perfect love. Perfect yourself on this man. Give him a perfect, unselfish love, demanding nothing in return. Do not criticize or condemn, and bless him wherever he is." She replied, "No, I won't bless him unless I know where he is. Well, I said, that is not real love. When you send out real love will return to you, either from this man or his equivalent. For if this man is not the divine selection, you will not want him. As you are one with God, you are one with the love which belongs to you by divine right. Several months passed, and matters remained about the same, but she was working consciously with herself. I said, when you are no longer disturbed by his cruelty, he will cease to be cruel, as you are attracting it through your own emotions. Then I told her of the brotherhood in India, who never said good morning to each other. They used the word, I salute the divinity in you. They saluted the divinity in every man, and in the wild animal, and in the wild animals in the jungle. And they were never harmed, for they saw only God in every living thing. I said, salute the divinity in this man, and say, I see your divine self only. I see you as God sees, you. I see you as God sees you, perfect, made in his image and likeness. She found she was becoming more poised and gradually losing her resentment. He was a captain, and she always called him the Cap. One day she said suddenly, God bless the Cap wherever he is. I replied, now that is real love. And when you have no longer become a first of all, I can't say it. Now that is real love. And when you have become a complete circle and are no longer disturbed by the situation, you will have his love or attract its equivalent. I was moving at the time and did not have a telephone, so was out of touch with her for a few weeks, when one morning I received a letter saying, we are married. At the earliest opportunity, I paid her a call. My first words were, what happened? Oh, she exclaimed, a miracle. One day I woke up and all suffering had ceased. I saw him that evening, and he asked me to marry him. When we were married in about a week, and I have never seen a more devoted man. There is an old saying, no man is your enemy, no man is your friend. Every man is your teacher. So one should become impersonal and learn what each man has to teach him, and soon he will learn his lesson and be free. The woman's lover was teaching her selfless love, which every man sooner or later must learn. Suffering is not necessary for man's development. It is the result of violation of spiritual law. But few people seem able to rouse themselves from their soul sleep without it. When people are happy, they usually become selfish, and automatically the law of karma is set in action. Man often suffers loss through lack of appreciation. I know a woman who had a very nice husband, but she often said, I don't care anything about being married, but that is nothing against my husband. I'm simply not interested in married life. She had other interests and scarcely remembered she had a husband. She only thought of him when she saw him. One day her husband told her he was in love with another woman, and he left. She came to me in distress and resentment. I replied, it is exactly what you spoke the word for. You said you didn't care anything about being married, so the subconscious worked to get you unmarried. She said, oh yes, I see. People get what they want and then feel very much hurt. She soon became in perfect harmony with the situation and knew they were both much happier apart. When the woman becomes indifferent or critical and ceases to be an inspiration to her husband, he misses the stimulation of their early relationship and is restless and unhappy. A man came to me dejected, miserable, and poor. His wife was interested in the science of numbers and had him read. It seems the report was not very favorable, for he said, my wife says I never will amount to anything because I am a two. I replied, I don't care what your number is. You are perfect idea in the divine mind, and we will demand the success of prosperity which is already planned for you by the infinite intelligence. Within weeks He had a very fine position, and a year or two later, he achieved a brilliant success as a writer. He achieved brilliant success as a writer. No man is a success in business unless he loves his work. The picture the artist paints for love of his art in his greatest work. The pot boiler is always something to live down. No man can attract money if he despises it. Many people are kept in poverty by saying money means nothing to me, and I have a content, and I have a contempt for people who have it. It says this is the reason so many artists are poor. Their contempt for money separates them from it. I remember hearing one artist say to another, "He's no good as an artist. He has money in the bank." This attitude of mind, of course, separates man from his supply. He must be in harmony with a thing in order to attract it. Money is God in manifestation, as freedom from what want and limitation. I'll read that over. Money is God in manifestation, as freedom from want and limitation, but it must be always kept in circulation and put to right uses. Hoarding and saving react with grim vengeance. This does not mean that man should not have houses and lots, stocks, and bonds, for the barns of the righteous man shall be full. It means man should not hoard even the principal. If an occasion arises when money is necessary, in letting it go out fearlessly and cheerfully, he opens the way for more to come in. For God is man unfailing in an exhaustible supply. This is a spiritual attitude towards money, and the great banks of the universal never fails. Of the universal never fails. We see an example of hoarding in the film production called Greed. The woman won $5,000 in the lottery, but would not spend it. She hoarded and saved, let her husband suffer and starve, and eventually she scrubbed the floors for a living. She loved the money itself and put it above everything, and one night she was murdered and money taken from her. This is an example of where love of money is the root of all evil. Money in itself is good and beneficial, but used for destruction purposes, hoarding and saved, or considered more important than love, bring disease and disaster and the loss of the money itself. Follow the path of love, and all things are added. For God is love, and God is the supply. Follow the path of selfishness and greed, and the supply vanishes, or man is separated from it. For example, I knew a case of a very rich woman who hoarded her income. She rarely gave anything, but bought and bought and bought things for herself. She was very fond of necklaces, and a friend once asked her how many she possessed. She replied, 67. She bought them and put them away, carefully wrapped in tissue paper. Had she used the necklaces in wood, had she would use the necklaces, it would have been legitimate, but she was violating the law of use. Hold on. Her closets were filled with clothes she never wore, and jewels that never saw the light. The woman's arms were gradually becoming paralyzed from holding on to things, and eventually she was considered incapable for looking after her affairs, and her wealth was handed over to others to manage. So man is ignorant of the law. Man in ignorance of the law brings about his own destruction. All disease, all unhappiness come from the violation of the law of love. Man boomerangs of hate, resentment, and criticism come back laden with sickness and sorrow. Love seems almost a lost art, but the man with the knowledge of spiritual law knows it must be regained. For without it, he has become a sounding brass of tinkle cymbals. For example, I had a student who came to me month after month to clean her conscience of resentment. After a while, she arrived at the point where she resented only one woman, but that one woman kept her busy. Little by little, she became poised and harmonious, and one day, all resentment was wiped out. She came in radiant and exclaimed, "You can't understand how I feel. This woman said something to me, and instead of me being furious, I was loving and kind, and she apologized and was perfectly lovely to me. No one can understand the marvelous light I feel within. Love and goodwill are invaluable in business, For example, a woman came to me complaining of her employer. She said that she was cold and critical and knew she did not want her in the position. Well, I replied, salute the divinity in the woman and send her love. She said, I can't. She's a marble woman. I answered, you remember the story of the sculptor who asked for a certain piece of marble? He was asked why he wanted it, and he replied, because there is an angel in that marble, and out of it he produced a wonderful work of art. She said, very well, I'll try it. A week later, she came back and said, I did what you told me to. And now that woman is very kind and took me out in her car. People are sometimes filled with remorse for having done someone an unkindness, perhaps years ago. If the wrong cannot be righted, its effect can be neutralized by doing someone a kindness in the present. This one thing I do, forgetting those things which are behind and reaching forth unto those things which are before. Sorrow, regret, and remorse tear down the cells of the body and poisons the atmosphere of the individual. A woman said to me in deep sorrow, treat me to be happy and joyous, for my sorrows make me irritable with the members of my family that I keep making more karma. I was asked to treat a woman who was mourning her daughter. I denied all belief in loss and separation and affirmed that God was the woman's joy, love, and peace. The woman gained her poise at once, but sent word by her son not to treat any longer because she was so happy it was respectable. No, it says, so mortal mind loves to hang on its griefs and regrets. I knew a woman who went about bragging of her troubles, so of course she always had something to brag about. The old idea was if a woman did not worry about her children, she was not a good mother. Now we know that mother fear is responsible for many of the disease and accidents which come into the lives of children. For fear pictures vividly the disease or situation feared, and these pictures objectify in the if they're not neutralized. Happy is a mother who can sincerely say that she puts her child in God's hands and knows therefore that he is divinely protected. For example, a woman awoke suddenly in the night feeling her brother was in great danger. Instead of giving into her fears, she commenced making statements of truth, saying, man is a perfect idea in divine mind and is always in his right place. Therefore, my brother is in the right place and is divinely protected. The next day, she found that her brother had been in a close proximity to an explosion in a mine, but had miraculously escaped. So man is his brother's keeper in thought, and every man should know that the things he loves dwells in the secret place of the Most High and abides under the shadow of the Almighty. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. I'll say that again because I don't know how to say these scriptures like this. There shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. So come in my dwelling. Perfect love casteth out of fear. He that feareth is not made perfect in love, and love is the fulfilling of the law. So I don't know. I read that to you, and in a couple of previous ones, I read the Game of Life. So that is something to take with you. I don't know what you got out of that. I don't know which part you got out of it, but that is real love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love does not envy. It does not boast. It is not proud. It is not rude. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always protects, always trusts, and always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. That's just how you have to see it. And let me just tell you, if you guys rewind my video, hold on, I'm trying to see if you can see this. Do you see this card right here? Right here? I didn't even see this until I started reading this. Let me tell you what it says. Holding on to resentment is like taking a shit in your own heart. Now, we just talked about resentment. Right? In that, I don't know. Yeah, it's that gross and pointless. Let that shit go. Look up a loving kindness meditation on the internet and do it. Focusing on love is like taking a baby wipe to your heart. Come on now. Now that came out, and that card has been sitting there this whole time, because remember, I pulled these two cards, and if you go back and rewind, that card has been sitting there, and we're talking about resentment. So that was what I just read, The Game of Life and How to Play It by Florence Scovel Shinn. This wasn't just made yesterday. This book was written in 1929. If I can find out where it is, it was written in 1929, and people have, if you just Google Florence Scovel Shinn, it just, here it is, copywritten 1925, sorry, 1925. So all of this secret law of attraction, this works, and I am a firm believer in it. You don't have to believe, but you just have to understand where I'm at. I'm going to leave it at this because we're at 1 hour and 30 minutes. I hope if you made it this far, I love you. Thank you. Bye-bye. You made it to the end, and thank you. Please don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell notification to be notified when I come on. Let's say an affirmation. I now let go of worn out conditions of lack, doubt, hate, negativity, procrastination, stagnation, sadness, generational curses, debt, bad energies, heartbreak, bad health, and also addictions. Addictions can be to a person, place, thing, or situation.